Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. I'm wearing a white shirt.
Welcome
Fuck.
to the Rooster Teeth Podcast.
Why didn't anyone tell me? I just
It's a
realized I look at myself on
podcast.
camera. I'm
What's wrong
fucking
with a
wearing a
white
white
shirt?
shirt.
What's the deal with
Shouldn't
the
wear a
white
white
shirt?
shirt on camera.
Why not?
It just looks. It doesn't look fucked up. Look at that.
It looks
It's
like
fucked
it looks
up.
like a bloke wearing a dirty white shirt.
It's just gonna blow out the camera. You
Looks
can't
like
see
a dirty
shit.
bloke wearing a white
There's no
shirt.
point in me being here now. Barbara's trying to get me to take my shirt
Oh,
off.
dude,
but
you
I'll
can
bring another
advertise
shirt.
the new
Throw it
shirt
over.
that I was meant to wear.
Wow, worst throw
what a-
ever. You barely made it in frame.
It didn't
Okay.
even get on the platform. Blaine will get it. All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome
thank
to the
you. This
podcast.
week featuring Gus
Gavin.
Blaine.
And Bernie.
and Gus.
Shit.
Blain's,
give me a second.
Blain's
I'm gonna
wearing
put the shirt on.
a pretty lush suit today.
Thanks. So it was my first time, so I thought I'd make a good
Yeah.
first impression. So.
Yeah, it was a big debate beforehand whether or not to wear the suit. Blaine was like, do I wear the suit? Do I not wear the suit?
I don't think I've ever seen you in clothes that fit.
We rarely see him in clothes. So this is
for
an
the shoes.
off-the-rack suit,
Yes.
not tailored in any way.
No.
Well, you look good in it.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
Are you single?
Yes, I am. Very. So.
Why vary?
here's
Yeah.
here's what I can tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Blaine
Wait,
is single.
there's not like differing degrees
You
of
can't
single.
go
There
fucking
is.
anywhere with Blaine where he's not constantly. This is Blaine. Wherever you go, it's like as soon as you get the car, he's like this. He's on Tinder, 24 hours a fucking day. Which is the
find a
one where
bird.
you don't like women when you swipe left or
It's
swipe right?
right. No. Right is yes. Left is nope. It's nope. It's not.
Nope.
It's just nope.
That's Blaine. Blaine's
So it's like
nope,
super
nope,
dismissive.
Nope,
Nope.
nope, nope.
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend's from Tinder. That worked out, I guess. 3 months going wrong.
Where are you from, Tinder?
Do you know why he broke up with his girlfriend? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, it's fine. Go for it. Yeah.
He broke up with his girlfriend because she said to him one time, "Where are you going?" He goes, "I'm going to work." She says, "You work a lot," so he broke up with her.
No.
That was the whole conversation.
She was just like always on my balls about working, and it was like it's what I do. It's I don't know. It was difficult balancing that in school and working out. Well, just opening myself up to a lot. Yeah,
So would you break up with a girl because she interferes with your workout time?
I have before.
Oh my god!
It's hard. It's like
But what
micromanaging, and I can't handle that.
What was the conversation that you had that was the breakup conversation?
She wanted to go hang out, and I was like, you know what? I've had an entire week of work. I was like, I'd really like to take today off, and she's like, okay. So I was like, yeah. So then I was walking around. I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I think I'd be a lot better off if I was single. So I broke up with her, and things were going well. I just looked at her Facebook last night, and I was like, I made a mistake. She was really hot, so I made a pretty big
Did you?
mistake.
Or,
Wait a minute. There was nothing in that conversation that would lead to a breakup.
Yeah.
It was, I don't want to go out because I'm tired from work, and she said okay, and then I thought about it, and I should break up.
Yeah, and then
with
I
her.
went on a walk.
No,
and I thought,
it's no.
and I said,
It was like
"Let's
a
break up."
building thing. Like she was constantly giving me shit because I was up at the office late, and I was like, you know,
You just gave an example of her not giving you shit, though. She was very accommodating.
no.
Yeah, it was like
she-
everything was going well, and then I decided to break up. That's what I heard.
I
And
kind of
And then-
I smoothed
and
over
now
some
I
details.
regret it.
Well, she was pretty hot.
what you gotta do is you do the wisdom wank. Have you ever done one of those?
The wisdom wank?
Oh, it's like when you're unclear and then you jerk off and then it's like everything is just like right in the world.
You monk it off, and then if you still want to be with her after that,
Kara's in the other room going, what? It's an absolutely legitimate strategy.
Very yeah.
Absolutely is.
wisdom wank.
Yeah. Guys think much more clearly.
Without all that semen in their brain.
It is. You got to empty out everything, and then you're good to go. You make terrible decisions when you're full up.
But there's something about that moment after where you're just like
The what after?
it's the moment after where it's just like really depressing. You know, like if you've made a mistake and you're like, I've made a terrible.
Do you know why that is?
mistake.
You know why guys get tired after sex?
It's not
And, like,
tired, it's just sad. But
You
whoa,
get
whoa, whoa.
sex brain or whatever, depressed. It's because you don't want to live, basically.
You
at
get
that point.
sad after sex.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, it's not sad.
I don't
Well,
get sad.
depending on the situation. If it's like someone I should, man, my parents are gonna be listening to this and they're gonna kill me. If it's somebody that you shouldn't have been with, then you just automatically realize it's like I've made a horrible, horrible mistake, and you just like full.
Oh,
of
you're
regret.
talking about what you're talking about is a moment of clarity.
Yeah.
That's what you have
like
afterwards.
super clarity.
Well, that's what Gavin, you're basically describing the exact same thing. That afterwards, immediately, you have a clear mind, and you're like, oh, I should make these decisions differently.
Yeah.
I read that if you leave your contacts in too long, your eyes get eaten.
That was what was happening to me. My eyes were being chewed on. They were like appetizers.
They will adhere to your eyeballs.
You have
It's gross.
LASIK. That's a thing.
I have LASIK, yeah.
Yeah. How does that process? I heard that you're like awake for the whole thing. Like-
So when they do it, what they do is they
Yeah.
put a ring on your eye.
Don't put a picture of this up.
Yeah,
'cause I'll
don't
go
put a
to
picture
No.
up. And then there's like a pressure. They press on your eye so hard that you can't see out of that anymore. Like your vision all goes black. I think mainly because they're bending your eye, that the shape of it, like
It
the light
stops working?
Yeah, it stops working basically. Then the hard part about LASIK then this is gonna be gross. The hard part about LASIK is not like the laser. It's not the beam coming down right at your eye and that little thing they put that close to your eye. The hardest part about LASIK, which they don't put in any of the literature, is that it's a laser carving your eye, so you get to smell what your eye smells like as it's burning.
Does it smell delicious?
It's a very distinct smell. It's a very distinct smell.
Would you eat that smell? If you're walking by a restaurant, you smell that smell.
I would absolutely not eat cooked eyeball, laser cooked
not
eyeball.
knowing now, but before.
No, you wouldn't do that. If you smelled that smell on a plane, the plane's about to go down.
Okay.
Like it's like this horrible copper plastic smelling fire. It's just disgusting.
Delicious.
It's really disgusting.
I bet they just pumped that smell into the room to mess with you.
To let you know, it's like for natural gas. They add the smell
you can't
to
smell it.
warn you in case you're not aware your eyes are burning. Now you'll know.
One
what
time
is
you and I
happening.
were flying back from Orlando, I think. I don't know what we were doing out there. Must have been a trip of some kind.
a
And
good place.
I was convinced the plane was catching fire. I don't know if you remember this.
Oh yeah.
Like we had taken off, we had started reaching cruising altitude. Then all of a sudden, all the air conditioners, instead of blowing cold air, just started blowing hot air.
Yep.
Like super hot, like ow, 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 like turn it off. And then it started smelling like melting plastic all in the cabin. I turned to Bernie, should we be worried? What's going on?
Maybe somebody was getting LASIK
And it was
surgery.
like 10 minutes of just like blasting furnace hair. Like, there's a fire in this plane. We were getting like flames shot at us. And then no comment, the flight crew didn't say anything. Then all of a sudden it just started blowing cold again. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Damn.
Yeah, the scariest thing was whenever you're on a flight and something happens, and the flight crew reacts to it. Then you know you have a problem. They're like, what the fuck was that? Like a thump or something like that? You ever see a stewardess have this look on her face? Or a flight attendant, I should say?
not a good face.
Watch the fuck out. You got a problem on your hands.
So I want to get back. So we derailed from the Disney princess story.
Yeah. So we had been posting pictures. It was funny because I got onto Facebook after the trip, and it said Brandon Farmahini has tagged you in 30 photos. And I was like, well, all my high school friends think that Brandon and I are boyfriends now. But yeah, so we decided to.
You'd be very lucky to be with Brandon.
He's
a
yeah,
catch.
he's a great guy.
catch.
So we decided to go to Disney World, and I wanted to do something the whole
Disney
weekend.
World.
We had been posting pictures of just what we were doing, and it was just getting kind of boring. So I was like, I should do something that's a little bit more funny. So that night I went to Walmart and I bought a fake ring, and I was like, I'm going to propose to all my favorite Disney
fake ring.
princesses.
Yeah.
A fake. It wasn't a real diamond.
I got you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, so
Wow, you got them all. Look at that. Holy shit.
Oh, there's the pictures. Yeah, so I decided to go. Man, Ariel was hot. She was really cool. My hope was that when I tweeted it, since
So we're
Rooster
showing a
Teeth's
picture of Blaine proposing to Ariel from Little Mermaid. Is that
Cinderella and Rapunzel.
And Rapunzel.
So Ariel, you would have swiped right.
Yes,
And then
absolutely.
Tinkerbell.
That was Tinkerbell. She was sweet.
Swipe left.
You don't need to go over detail your judgment of all these women. You can just tell us what happened.
So your hope was.
My hope was that when I tweeted the photos, I was just really hoping for Ariel that I would hear back, because Rooster Teeth's network is
my
so
God.
huge that somebody had to know somebody. Sure enough, I found a guy who tweeted me who said he went to high school with Cinderella. Cinderella was kind of a bitch. And then and then I had a Disney employee who was a
unnecessary.
Rooster Teeth fan who said that she found Ariel and she was going to give her my Twitter handle, but nothing is.
Why not your Tinder?
Because
Maybe she swiped left on you.
Are you on Tinder, Gus?
No, fuck no. I'm married. I'm not 22.
His marriage predates Tinder.
You fucking kids. I'm going to sound like an old man now. Fucking Tinder? God damn, man.
I got on Tinder because I was looking for Disney princesses, and Brandon was fucking furious because we were at dinner, and I was just we were at dinner.
Swipe left if you enjoy your meal.
It was a match. Yeah, so I was just on Tinder the entire time. Look,
He's on Tinder constantly.
I found
if you
3
ever,
Disney princesses on Tinder.
ever go anywhere with Blaine, there's just people dressed up as Disney princesses.
Why do you want to
Maybe.
bang at someone who's the kids' cartoon?
Because
what's attractive
it's
about
like
it?
the prestige of it. It's like a Disney.
Is that what it is?
They get interviewed based
you
on
bang
looks and
Gaston?
personality. Gaston was fucking hilarious. That guy railed on me.
I can't see why.
Those muscles, fake, padded. But he was still a really cool guy.
But
What about
he was still a
Gaston's? Are they
cool
fake?
guy.
This is a good one. No, Gaston was pretty cool. I think I made him break character for like a split second when I proposed to him. I told him what I was doing,
proposed to him too.
and he laughed a little bit. He broke character.
Should we explain to people who the fuck Blaine is?
Yeah, who are you, Blaine?
Everyone knows who Blaine is.
So Blaine,
just wanted
how
it on
long have you worked here?
This is actually, I think, a year ago. I was just starting interning. Mm-hmm. I was working on the Scion shoot at the old office.
The one that had the desk. Chris has a desk in the Scion.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. When Michael's in that one too.
So I interned for a semester, and then I part-time, and then I graduated.
So he's been our intern. Like you've been on the green screen on the Rooster Teeth podcast a couple times. Like your first day here, I made you get on green screen because I said you were too good looking to work in this
that
company.
was awesome.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, he and so Blaine was at the first RTX, or not the first one, the second year RTX. He came as a attendee.
Right.
Then the second year you were guardian. Your second year you were guardian,
Barbara's
and then
assistant.
this year you went as a staff member. You put that up on Twitter.
That was an awesome photo you
Yeah,
tweeted
it
of
was
just
yeah,
all three of them
really,
in a row.
really
It was. I had been planning on that because like when I thought that I had a chance of getting a staff badge, I was really excited about it because it's cool. It's like Pokemon. It's like I'm a Blastoise now. Started out as a Squirtle.
You evolved.
Swipe right.
Yeah, swipe right. And so we got the start of Tinder here. Barbara makes him her personal guardian. We each of us have someone that like kind of follows us around to make sure we get from place to place. And they're basically like, they have to kind of play heavy. Barbara, of course, picks Blaine. I got a 17-year-old Boy Scout who's a state champion in Pokemon. That's not a joke, by the way. That's who I got assigned to me. I know. I love Len. He's awesome. But there's a slight difference there, Barbara, in selecting each other's guardians.
I
That
felt so bad for Lynn because it's like every time I saw him, he was just freaking out because he couldn't find you. You were ditching him intentionally. I'm pretty sure. At one point,
I don't like all this. I don't like all the. There's a lot of like
The glitz.
ceremony that comes with the guardians around us. It's like I just walk the floor. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I don't need to get. I know when I need to get from place to place. I get myself there. Marcy was awesome this year, and Len was awesome too. But I warned Marcy beforehand. I said I'm just gonna like walk out on the floor, and it's gonna be a big hassle. But don't worry about it. It's like I've been doing this for 12 years.
how was you guys' RTX? I had a great time.
It was a fucking blast, man.
That was really surreal. Just meeting everybody. It was really cool.
Yeah, did you propose to anybody at RTX?
No.
No positive swipes.
So what happened to the
Next
ring?
year. Oh, so Tinkerbell was the last one. She's technically, everybody's like, yeah, Tinkerbell's not a Disney princess. I don't give a shit. She's on like Disney's logo.
Who the fuck's telling you that?
People on Twitter. So anyways, she was really sweet. She was super nice. And I was like,
Came
you know
with
what,
the
you're,
sweetness.
it was like at the end of the day, we're fixing to leave the park. And I was like, you know what, you're my last Disney princess. You can just have the ring. And then her photographer just went crazy and started having us do like proposal photos. So he was like having her put her hand on my chest and we're doing all this stuff. And she was really cool.
Were you starting to get worried that it might be real? And
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go. But no, she was really nice. It was fun. So, I give it to her.
Well, I broke my leg. My last. I just want your style of story. I had a girlfriend I was dating.
Okay.
She was so hot. She was on the dance team, and I had another girlfriend who broke up. And the dance team chicks were always hot. I thought the dance team chicks were always hotter than the
Yeah, but dancing
cheerleaders.
is so stupid. Dancing is the dumbest thing.
Somebody got denied from the dance
Let's
team.
be honest
He
here.
tried out and he did not make the cut.
Like, you see TV shows like So You
bitter.
Think You Can Dance and Dancing with the Stars? It's all fucking horse shit.
yeah, well, so is this podcast. It's just a bunch of people talking on the
Yeah, this
internet.
is way funnier than someone who can dance. So you think you can dance? Let's find out.
Everybody on that show is hot, though. Everybody.
I'm not denying that. I'm not saying dancing is stupid. I'm not saying
You've
fucking
danced
dancers
before,
aren't
though.
hot.
What's your go-to move?
Probably
Is it
not.
the robot?
I don't dance.
It's
My
the
go-to
robot,
move is
isn't
go
it?
get a fucking drink.
Everyone has tried to dance once.
No, bullshit.
Have you never been at a party where all your friends were giving it some and you were just like,
You think I give a fuck if people are dancing? Do you know me?
I bet
Have you
danced
ever
before.
danced?
No.
Ever?
I
Fuck
it's
no.
impossible. Everyone's done it.
Fuck no.
Even Gavin dances, and I would not label you as a dancer. Gavin dances
Dude,
all the time.
give me a few drinks. I'll go for it.
He has a good time.
I'll slide on my knees. I'll spin on my ass.
He's not like fucking Monty. Monty's like tears that shit
Oh
up.
yeah, well Monty has actual skill moves.
Yeah. Well, I was dating this girl. I had a girlfriend before. I broke up with this girl. We all went to prom, and then like the whole group of people, like everybody went with their prom date. But then we went down to Galveston, which is a beach community right outside of Houston. And what part of the world you're from?
Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by way of Oklahoma. But we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I moved in when I was 6. I consider myself a Texan.
It sticks.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we went down to Galveston. I met this girl there. Then, so we're like in the last 2 weeks between prom and the end of school. We're all
yeah.
seniors, right? And she was a very nice, very pretty girl, very nice girl, nice family. So at the end of school, her church had a lock-in, so she had to go to this lock-in. And so I was like, oh, I don't get to see you on Saturday night. That's too bad. So what do I do when my nice, pretty girlfriend goes to a church lock-in? I decide to go to a fucking party. And it was at this people's house that was off of a man-made lake. And then we all got drunk and ran down the hill and I jumped in the lake. And I fucking landed on an 8-foot diameter pipe that was this far below the water. They said I looked like I bounced off the water when I jumped in. So I broke my leg doing that. The one thing they always tell you with water, don't ever fucking jump into water. And I knew it.
That's the one thing they say about water. Yeah.
Listen, you can drink it, you can swim in it, just don't fucking jump in it.
Drown in it all
Don't
day,
jump
but
in
don't
water that
jump
you
in
can't
it.
see. And listen, that's scary advice. If I had dove in, I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead for sure. but as it was, I broke my leg.
Did it go gung?
But then the story changed. There was a hot tub at the party, and the story changed over time. Oh, because it was over the course of a weekend that I broke my leg falling in a hot tub. Which is totally not true. But you could do that. I've stepped into a hot tub before, and so they're always deeper than you think. Anyway, my girlfriend broke up with me because I went to this. You can't explain away a fucking broken leg.
No.
You gotta tell them,
Just say you tripped.
So
Yeah, but then everybody was at the party. I was the guy at the
Tripped.
party who broke his leg, Gavin. And it was like, hey, Burns broke his leg a week before graduation. I had to like hobble across the stage like that for my graduation.
So someone is pointing out that I have danced. On Twitter, Cal Fontaine says that I danced in the Frag Dude short.
I got the
Oh,
same
and you
text
did
from
a
Barbara.
badass job.
That was great.
There
That
was just
great
many
short.
takes that were edited together to look like it was good. Bye.
See you, DashCon.
Dashcon.
Here at the Rooster Teeth Podcast, we have Miles and Gavin and Brandon and Gus and Caleb and Chris and Carrie and Matt and Lindsay and Barbara and Jack and Ryan and Jordan and Ben and Burnie and Jeff and Ray. Yeah. Woohoo! Bam. Hell yes. Harmonies. Falsetto.